laying around here, but it'll all make sense in a second. So, mechanical shockwave bows. You know, you can charge them up and shockwave them. They're only in pubs. They are pretty good. They're like really good if you want to use them to W key. So if like you're a pub player and you like the W key, shockwave bow is pretty good. Stink bow is also pretty good for W keying as well. If someone's low, you can stink them out of their box. Mechanical explosive bow, it does like really good headshot damage, and also there is an explosive out of it. You can headshot like 200 headshot people, and then you can also there's also a mythic one of those, which is at the spire. The mechanical bow, it's pretty good. You can just 200 headshot the person. The primal bow is pretty good. You have to use stink socks and grenades and stuff to actually get the different kinds of bows. But so, like, now that attacks are back, you really don't need a primal. It's slower, it does less damage, and yeah, it's just overall now really bad. So 3 hours right here, like if you don't have like a full gold loadout or a purple loadout. And these 3 hours are all, you know, different in their own way and good in their own way. Like the primal rifle, I think it's like, it's really only good now for, I don't know, like W keying really hard, you know, because spray weapon, it's pretty good for endgame, and, you know, you can use it with any shotgun. Infantry, it's pretty fast. If you get a higher upgraded one, they're pretty good for damage. They're pretty good for storm surge, but they're not the best at close range. So, you know, you can use them with, like, attack, and then, you know, use these as tags for all my competitive, streamers out there. And then, of course, there's just AR, pretty good for long range tags and WK. You know, then there is the tack and the pump. The tack just got unvaulted. Pretty good. It's better than the primal now, so yeah, it's pretty good. The pump, it's reliable in endgame, it's reliable in early game. You just gotta be able to nasty headshots. Tacks are really good if you wanna, like, W key people, like, really hardly. You know, for control like, aim in and shoot. Pretty cool, you know. Tacks go with any AR. Pumps, I would say, goes more with, blue ARs and primal rifles. And, SMGs, the SMGs really aren't good. Or, some of them aren't good. Like, for example, it just doesn't do too much damage. The primal SMGs, if you, like, inspect them, it does 20 damage, and then this does 18 damage. So really, the primal SMG is kind of better if you're willing to carry an SMG with, like, the pump shotgun or any other. You know, same goes for the, really, all the gold stuff. These SMGs are bad. These SMGs are, like, here, let me, like, inspect them to see their damage. 22 damage, and then 20 damage. So yeah, no matter what, the primal SMG is, like, always better. The pump, gold pump, purple pump, they're both pretty good. I'd have to say, if you find a gold pump and a gold tack, take the gold pump. You can 200 pump people. You can still do, like, 180 damage with the normal purple pump as well. And then the ARs are a bit different. I'm gonna have to say, this is 36 damage, this is 36 damage, this is 44 damage. Even though, this infantry rifle only does 44 damage. It does 88 damage headshot, and you know you can spam it. It's just, you know, pretty good weapon. You can also, it's also pretty good with the pump, because if you get like a really, like a gold pump or a purple pump, you can turn your pump play people with it. So yeah, that's pretty good. But you know, same thing like for the blue ones. They're good for W King, I have to say. Most people will probably be comfortable with the Scar. It's like better for really just everything, so I would suggest using a Scar over a primal rifle. But primal rifles are pretty good if you're a controller player. You can get an easy beam with them. And then here are just, you know, some consumables with like the harpoon as well. Minis, you should always be trying to carry 6 of them. So you always want to include minis in your loadout. Big pots, if you find like 3 of them, they're really good for team game modes, but I wouldn't suggest carrying them in solos. If you do want to fish, then I don't know, like be my guest, but like these are like, I don't know, like kind of rare unless you like really try and fish like the whole Flopper Island out. And you know, their fish are pretty good. They do 40 and health or shield, and then floppers just do health. So if you try and, you can only hold 3, you can only hold 4. You know, if you're gonna pick one up, I would suggest slowfish. They're not like the most important things ever. Harpoons, you know, you can harpoon loot. It's pretty good for endgame. And I don't know if you like, if someone's wood wall is like right here. If you're watching my live stream yesterday, you would know I did this. But so basically, if this, like, let's say there's somebody under that platform, you know, you can just find it right and jump straight in. So yeah, if you're like, usually in pubs, I wouldn't suggest carrying a harpoon. And then peppers, peppers are really good for W King, they're really good for endgame. So if you can find peppers, I would suggest definitely carrying them. So I'll just show like a quick example of an optimal loadout, in my opinion. So, you know, like right here, and then either a stink bow or a mechanical explosive bow, and so you can choose between your bows. They're all really good, but you know, I personally like the infantry rifle. You know, you can go with any AR. So yeah, well, if you like the video, please understand this is just my opinion. Fish are like harder to get as well, and you know, honestly, now that tacs are unvaulted, trying to get a primal shotgun is like bad. If you can always get a gold infantry rifle, then like you'll be set for the game, because they're like, you know, if you've not seen a clip of someone beaming them, then go watch that, or go look for a clip, because these things are really good. So, well, hope you enjoy the video. This is just my personal opinion, of course. You know, like some people could like SMGs, some people would still like the primals. I'm just saying, this is what I think, like, the meta is kind of around now, or like the better guns that you should be carrying. Well, see you guys next time.